Morning. I'm finally home from a long series of trips, kind of unwinding, and I think it was last night, maybe the day before. I was taking, I think it was the day before. I was taking a dump in the hotel room right before my long drive, and usually when I'm sitting on the shitter, I'm thinking about a shithead, and I just checked out Pat's tweets, and one of the things that I've said many times in the past is like that Patrick is a raging misogynist and just all around not a good person. And you can kind of see the way he treats women online that piss him off. Like he acts completely different than when it's a man that pisses him off. But I think this tweet right here absolutely perfectly points to just how twisted Pat is when it comes to treating women as equals. Just drink it in. Pat makes some throwaway tweet. He's trying to be funny. And then this angel eyes person, whoever that is, let's just call a spade a spade. It's just some random person out there, some random idiot or asshole who just wants to fuck with Pat. And they do. And Pat is so concerned about owning this random person that he should not give a shit about that he decides to just utterly humiliate his wife. Now I know Pat. If you let's pretend, maybe Pat will see this video. So I'm going to hope that Pat sees this video. Pat, I guarantee that you do not see the big deal about this tweet. And if your wife ever finds this tweet, you're not going to understand why she's so upset with you. So let's do a thought experiment. I want you to imagine that it's not you who wrote this tweet, but it's Nikki. Imagine if Nikki decided to say to just some random idiot online, "Oh, I've been with far more guys than just Pat. Like, I've used to slay the dick. You know, you could run a train on me. I'm your Huckleberry. Are you kidding me? I could suck the chrome off of a truck hitch." You don't think you would feel really emasculated and hurt and pissed off? Like, more importantly, hurt. Because you're like, you care more. You'd be in shock. You'd say to Nikki, you care more about antagonizing some random stranger online than you care about my own feelings as a human being, as a partner, as an equal. Pat, whenever Nikki does get a backbone, and like she ends up making that phone call to her family and basically just saying, "I'm sorry. Could you please help me out? I wanna get out of this marriage." They're gonna open up with open arms to her. They're just gonna rally the circle the wagons around her, so to speak. And you're just gonna one day find out that you have no more marriage, and it's gonna be just like your previous marriage. And you're gonna blame her. You're gonna blame the trolls. You're gonna blame the world. You're gonna blame everybody but yourself. Look back on this video, man. I called it. I absolutely called it. I cannot fathom publicly humiliating my wife, my best friend, the woman that I trust, not only with raising my son, but all my personal finances and everything, because I have to travel internationally like 90% of the time. I could not dream of doing this to her for any reason. I don't care how. I can't even think of a situation where she would piss me off so badly that I would be fine with just humiliating the both of us, just to win some Twitter thing with a complete random stranger. You don't even know who this guy is. You need therapy, man. You want to try to save this marriage? You need to go to therapy. You and her both need to go to counseling. And I know you don't want to go to counseling because usually guys that are in relationships that are really toxic and unhealthy, they don't want to go to therapy because they're like, yeah, my marriage is at fault. They're, got people that go to therapy, couples therapy, their marriages always break up. No, what ends up happening is that the partner that's been a doormat the entire time starts realizing they don't have to be a doormat anymore. And that it's not just in their head. You are screwed up in the head, man. You absolutely are. You need to go to therapy. Like, I get so annoyed when people are like, "Yeah, Pat, he's your typical woke Twitter. He's a misogynist. He's not woke." This guy will use hateful slurs and anything at somebody just to try to win an argument. And he will humiliate his own wife to do it. And for what? Who knows? Who the frick knows? Pat, you're a terrible person. And you can think this is trolling all you want. You are a terrible, terrible person. I hope everyone's getting ready for the holidays. I hope you all have good holidays. I hope you get to spend it with friends and family. I hope Nikki gets to spend it with her family. Maybe they can talk some sense into her. Y'all take care. Ciao.